Euphoria. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Shoo! 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 Before we begin, I just want to say that this video was never supposed to happen. I usually try to avoid controversy, but it seems like the situation isn't changing. Anyway, for those who don't know me, hi, my name is Jackward. I'm a small Minecraft content creator that usually does challenge videos on the server Hive. If you like that type of content, feel free to check out my channel. Anyway, now let's begin. From manipulating situations to lying to his audience, I give you B&G Neo. This chapter starts off 5 years ago, during the midst of COVID. A small content creator named B&G Neo made SMP content videos, but before that he played Mineplex with a group of people, including BBP Fry Sauce, Arctic Nox, and me, Jackward. Originally it was just us four, but as the years passed by, so did the number of people. Shortly after, he saw a growth in a new form of content. Seeing a growth in SMP content, he produced video after video after video until controversy struck him, leading us to the question, what could he have possibly done to lose the respect of not only his SMP members, but his fans as well?
Okay bro, wise lie.
During the summer, my friend Ayocek made a video on B&G Neo and all the actions he has done in one commentary video. If you guys haven't seen the video, I highly recommend you to check it out, as not only was it a great video, but it also contains some details that I won't be covering in this video. In the video, he explains how Neo uses suicide tactics to manipulate people, plays the victim card to get what he wants, talks badly behind other people's backs, uses favoritism to not ban cheaters, became controlling over his at the time girlfriend, telling server members that are minors to kill themselves with him being an adult at the time, lies to get what he wants, fabricates stories of others, blames others for his issues, and never takes accountability, and I can go on. And you would think after all this information, Neo would admit to his wrongdoings? Well...
People clearly care about you being a better person, dog. Okay? It's not gonna change in the span of 5 months, 4 months, 3 months. It doesn't matter how much fucking time you give me. I'm not doing a fucking deadline of becoming a better person.
I know, it's a shocker that he would do such a thing, and honestly I'm shocked myself, but I guess I can't take a joke, bro. But in all seriousness, following the video, Neo not only did a live stream, but went on a Discord rant that lasted for 2 whole weeks. He also went on a 3-hour-long Discord call to clear his name out, not for the goodness of his heart, but for his reputation. However, despite all of this, there is one person who Neo lashed out on the most. Could you please state your name for the record?
Alright, hi, I'm aseek. I make video essays and commentary content.
Okay, how did you meet Neo, and what was some of your experiences with him?
Okay, I met Neo from an SMP video of his, and at the time he was still making Neo SMP videos before he decided to copy his idol's Lister. He met me through an application video for his SMP, and somehow he accepted me. But I think Voider told him to accept me. Shout out to Voider, he's the go for that. My experiences with him was honestly really chill and nice, but that was when I was only his teammate at the time. I decided to join a different team from that season to change up some things, because joining Neo every single fucking time can get boring extremely fast. But after a simple end fight, he quickly changed. After I killed him, he lashed out at me for no particular reason. He was saying shit like, oh, I shouldn't even been here because I was inactive for a week, and how I ruined his video for no reason, like at all. And ever since I made the first video on him, it quickly went downhill from there.
Could you please explain why you made the video?
Originally, I wasn't going to publish any video, but after seeing shit that he apologized for and continues to do so, I made up my mind and published a video with some evidence that really wasn't seen before in old ones as well. FYI, I made that video for him to change, not to deplatform him, not to fuck him over, but for him to realize his mistakes and better himself in some way. But somehow he fails to see that and continues to do so.
Could you elaborate on some of the things Neo did following the video?
Okay, after the video, actually a day after my video, June 29th, 2024, he gave me multiple messages saying how I gave him 4 months to change, expecting a deadline and stuff like that. Basically just coping in my DMs. Just basically saying how, oh, I didn't give him enough time and like everything's my fault and I already know all this and stuff. And at the time he was actually trying to make the first apology video. If anyone doesn't know this, he made like 4 apology videos before like his recent one that he posted in Neo's Extras, which is really funny. But yeah, no, he was just basically coping in my DM saying how I didn't give him much time, and then randomly at middle of the night saying that if you expect an apology that isn't half-assed, then I'll be in a Discord GC or server or anything and I'm ready and stuff like that, which was really random. And that's where we had the first interview with him. But he knew he was recording, so I don't really think that he said shit because for him, but for his career or staying relevant or some sort. I don't know what he was trying to go for, but it was definitely not for himself, but for his career.
I just want to say a few things Seek didn't go over during our first interview. Firstly, I just want to say that during the first 2 weeks of the video's release, Neo did 2 additional calls besides this interview, where he completely contradicts himself and also blames others for his issues. In the first interview with Neo, Seek, and Voider, Neo knew that he was being recorded, but in the private call with me and Seek, he was unaware that we recorded him, and comparing the 2 videos, it's clear that not only did he fake his answers in Voider's and Seek's video, but he also contradicted some of his answers in the private call, showing us his true colors, thus leading me to the question, how many more lies can he tell, and how many more people can he blame until there's no one left to believe him?
I was joking.
Yeah. There's survival. I think somebody lying. Smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire. Off-white Sunseeker at the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta.
Before we watch this apology video, I just wanted to say to prepare yourself for an incredibly bad video. Also, I'm going to include an I am joking counter for every single time he says he was joking in the video. Hopefully, B&G Neo actually talks about the main issues in Seek's video and actually explains it instead of being a sloppy explanation where he repeats the same points. Yippee!
I didn't know how to make this video, considering I've had to make this video about 4 different fucking times. But hey, we're here, which means I finally landed on something that's at least plausible for me to at least upload. About a month ago, a video that said some not nice things about me was made. In 2024 terms, nothing new. However, this was a big deal for me, considering that there was a lot of evidence put into it. Evidence that by far would just be petty Discord shit. But in all honesty, this shit could have easily been handled in private. However, I need to take responsibility. So I'm gonna just go ahead and flat out say it. Everything that is in this video is true.
Oh my god, B&G Neo actually taking accountability. Oh my god, this is the once in a lifetime opportunity. This has to be too good to be true.
In Seek's video, he had an interview with Jacquard where they talked about a lot of other things. And there's a lot more shit that I want to cover about Seek's video, and shit that was said about me. So for the sake of simplicity, let me just say this. To put it simple, Voider was streaming a YouTuber event, and because voice chat mod was on, 5 billion people were all talking at once, and I couldn't hear a damn thing. Not only that, I was making fun of the stream, while also helping him in the process.
Neo, why are we lying now? For people who are unaware of what he's talking about, a while back, Voider did a stream on the server with me and Seek being in the call. Immediately once the stream starts, he started to nitpick every single thing about Voider's channel. Matter of fact, the minute bro started to breathe, immediately he started hating.
And it wasn't even shit talking, it was more or less saying why they're sky bridging. Or stupid little shit that people would give me shit for. But I guess me doing it to them is crossing the line apparently, from how I'm looking at it.
Firstly, I just want to say that my theory wasn't that you did it out of jealousy, but rather you did it because you and Voider at that time period were not in the best situation. Secondly, I would just like to say is, why are you justifying your actions by saying, if they did it, why can't I do it? That's just a completely stupid way to look at it. Lastly, Voider's message to you was completely justified, as not only did you, as a 19-year-old, side off a guy who said suicidal threats to a person with mental health problems, but also you're 19 years old arguing against minors. But boo-hoo, you're still hung up about the fact that he said he's better than you, instead of you looking at the actual issue.
It was just a joke and was just taken out of proportion. But again, I digress. I don't want to sound like an asshole in this part of the video because this shit just boggles my mind. This isn't Jetcord's fault and or problem, it's mine. And I have to own up to that. It's my actions that have consequences up to this point. I generally want to talk about this clip because it generally needs to be talked about. I said everybody joins the VC for cloud because I'm streaming is a joke. And I know it sounds like I'm generally saying it, but yeah, I could see how me saying that makes me look like a jackass. And I generally am saying that as of right now. I'm watching this clip as of right now while editing this, and I generally do sound like a jackass here. But in all honesty, this was generally just a joke, and just to be taken as just a lighthearted joke.
Okay, Neo, I think we get it, you're joking. But in all seriousness, how much longer is this guy gonna to keep using the same excuse of I was joking?
People make the assumption that, oh yeah, people join VCs when people are streaming, or join the server when people are streaming, just to get clout and to be on camera. But again, people can look at this at another angle. 9 days. However, I do want to get into the final meat and bones of this video. I understand what Seek's video is going for completely. However, I do think this entire situation could have been handled more professionally through a genuine conversation between me, Jetcord, and Voider. Which Jetcord even stated himself that a genuine conversation could have happened, it just didn't happen because they decided to not talk to me about it.
So we're gonna lie on my name. Firstly, we did have a conversation. Matter of fact, from what I recall, we had 3 after the video. However, if you're referring to the first week after the video, we tried to have a conversation with you, but you wouldn't let us. Seek tried to talk to you, but every time he was in a VC with you, you left. Also, how about you search up what slander means, because from what I recall, is that me and Seek only said truths about you, which you agreed upon during this video.
But I digress. It's no one's fault at the end of the day, but mine. Because I do need to take accountability for my actions, because what I do say online does affect people. It does affect people in a way that generally would affect someone in real life. So the people who generally are going to watch up into this point and probably say cap and that I don't take accountability for my actions, let me level with you. If me not bringing up the fact that I do generally think about the shit that I have said online and have cringed IRL from it is not me lamenting my actions or taking accountability for them, I don't know what other proof I should really give.
So Neo, where's the explanation? You're telling me that this whole video was solely just you can rant about small points while saying that you were joking? Also, I would like to tell you to get help. It's clearly obvious that you need some form of help, and I'm not just saying that because in the video you wrote suicide as a way to play the victim card, but I'm saying it as because I've known you for a very long time, and I care for your safety. Despite us being on not good terms currently, I hope you find some form of treatment for your mental health. But since you want to tell lies to your audience about me, I'm gonna tell them some truths about you. Firstly, I just want to say that this portion of the video isn't because he said lies about me, but to be honest, I can care less about that. But lying to an audience and giving them no answers for a supposedly apologetic video is messed up to even stoop that low. So I'm going to be showing you guys some of the things B&G Neo doesn't want you guys knowing. Firstly, let's start with Darknet Server. Following the video in Darknet Server, Neo said a few things I want to discuss. The first thing I want to discuss is a question Neo's been asked a lot, and is why is he a shitty person? And his response varied multiple times, from him saying that he's a shitty person because he's afraid of losing his best friends.
Here is the real reason of why I became an asshole in the first place. The people that are generally close to you are generally going to disappear for the rest of time, and there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it.
That are close to him, or it varies to him saying that he's a shitty person because of people like that teacher, Minotaur, and Voider. However, despite naming a lot of people, he has never once acknowledged that he could be the problem, because in Neo's mind he's like this because he surrounds himself with people who are worse, which is a terrible answer, as even though it's not entirely his fault, there is still a portion to blame on himself. The second question I wanted to get into is why does he think he can justify his actions by saying Voider is a worse human being? In many DMs, Neo uses Voider as a scapegoat as he blamed him for not only hating on the LGBTQ community, but also having the I'm better than you mentality, which I can't confirm whether Voider has the I'm better than mentality because we don't talk that often. Even so, when are you finally going to take responsibility instead of looking for someone else to blame? Because in Neo's eyes, why should we hold him accountable with his actions if there are people much worse than him? Another topic I want to talk about is how Neo switches up on people. For example, during my call he said this.
Since you are self-aware that my video wasn't for you to be the platform, but for you to change.
Yes, I 100% see that.
I take
Because
I fucking
because
can't.
that's exactly what you want me to do.
No, I didn't.
Yes, the fuck you did. You made the video
When did I say that?
entirely.
Bro, he did not say that.
see,
Watch this video.
how I
What-
see the
alright, say
video.
it. All right, cool. All right, say it. What do you see the video? What do you see in the video? What do you think my point of my video was? Go ahead.
The fuck me over. The fuck me over.
How do we even manage to get two separate answers for something that Aseek already explained the reason for? Another thing I wanted to mention was the fact how Neo is against the use of suicide as threats, but he also does the same thing.
Tell someone that they just aren't like loved or like not wanted in this fucking world is abysmally even worse.
You told someone to kill themselves.
Lastly, I want to talk about Aseek's and Neo's DMs, as not only were they important, but they also have some very important details that need to be addressed. Firstly, I would like to talk about Neo saying that we gave him 4 months to change, as we actually gave him more time. We had talked to him previously a couple of times, but it seems like he didn't get the message. So that was the point of making the first video, to make sure he was aware of the situation. The only reason he thought we gave him 4 months is because Aseek posted a video 4 months ago about him, but we never gave him a time limit to change. The second thing I want to talk about regarding Aseek's and Neo's DMs is the fact that you acted like we slandered your name. Not only did you go on to Aseek's comment section and say we slandered your name with us having actual evidence of your actions, but then proceed to make 4 apology videos in the span of a few weeks that were completely dog shit. Here, if you don't believe me, let me show you.
You don't fucking need rocket science to determine whether a real conversation is different than a fucking text conversation. And for the idiots who probably don't get that, what I mean and what I'm trying to say in simple terms, saying the same thing but with different tones could mean 2 different things. Here, I'll even give an example. Oh man, it's kind of rainy today, and I forgot my fucking umbrella. Guess I'll go fuck myself. Versus, oh man, it's raining today, and I forgot my fucking umbrella. Looks like I'll go fuck myself then.
Now I can go on, as I have whole mountains of evidence, but you're not worth the full 20 minutes, so we're keeping this short. I'd just like to say that this video in no way was supposed to be a hate video. I agree with him that I want to speak to end, however lying to your audience is not the way to do it. If you're gonna have split personas about yourself, make up your mind, as you act completely different on Discord than if we were on camera. Let me reiterate, this video was for you to stop lying to your audience, nothing more. Anyway, sorry if this is a long video, but I just wanted to say that I was joking.
We just want to see the old Neo, man. There is no old Neo.
I miss the old Kanye, straight from the gold Kanye. Chop up the soul Kanye, set on his goals Kanye. I hate the new Kanye, the bad mood Kanye, the always rude Kanye, spaz in the news Kanye. I miss the sweet Kanye, chop up the beats Kanye. I gotta say, at that time I'd like to meet Kanye. See, I invented Kanye, it wasn't any Kanye. And now I look around and there's so many Kanyes. I used to love Kanye, I used to love Kanye. I even had the pink polo, I thought I was Kanye. What if Kanye made a song about Kanye? Call I Mr. Old Kanye. Man, that'd be so Kanye. That's all it was, Kanye. We still love Kanye, and I love you like Kanye loves Kanye.